Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing some new product from a brand called Golly, Golly, I think. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. So these are the DIY lash extensions. They look really, really pretty. This brand kindly gifted me these products. So I have two sets of the DIY eyelash extensions, one of the Lash Adhesive, and they sent me a pair of tweezers in this beautiful little case. And then they also did send me lash extension glue, but I'm not going to be using that today since we're doing cluster lashes. So that would be more for actual eyelash extensions. So today we're going to be using these. So I'm going to be creating my own lash, which I actually like. I'm not a huge fan of cluster lashes, but I was excited to try these because I feel like these are almost like create your own strip lash instead of coming to a point. These have a thicker band. And so they're quite thick at the band, and I feel like I will really like that because they're gonna be quicker to use. What you're gonna do is grab one of these, you're gonna apply a little bit of their strip lash glue, and then pop it on the eye. This is also latex and formaldehyde free, which is great. So basically with this, what I like about this is it comes in the different lengths. So you can really customize your lashes. You could do short all the way across, you could do long all the way across. You can do like a wispy mix, kind of the lengths, or you can do what I'm gonna do today and kind of create a cat eye. And I'm gonna do short all the way to long. So I'm gonna start with the 10 millimeter. They're really easy to pick up. As you can see, the actual like glue band is in the middle of the lash. So what I'm gonna do is pick up from the bottom, and they come off really, really easily. So I'm gonna take the 10 millimeter, I'm gonna apply some of this lash glue, let it dry for a second. I really like these tweezers, especially for using them with this. I haven't used them as like lash extension tweezers, so I don't know how they work. I also can't comment on the glue as it's not really something I'm gonna be featuring in today's video, but I really am excited to try it with my clients. At the base of my lashes, you know what I actually kind of want to try too? Applying the glue to the eye and then popping the lash on. And then I'm gonna squeeze it to my natural lash. That's one applied. I'm gonna do two of the 10 millimeter. I recommend pulling from the bottom so that you don't actually like disturb the lash because the base is gonna be a lot stronger. Apply it right next to the one I just applied so that there's no gap in between. And squeezing them to the lashes is gonna keep them sturdier on there. And popped off, let me try to put that back on. So we got two on there. Let's go up to the 12. Kind of like applying it directly to and to the band to make sure that the area isn't missing any glue. Applying it right next to that last one that I applied. So what I recommend is letting it dry a little bit. I feel like when I'm going in and squeezing it to the lash right away, the glue hasn't gone sticky enough yet and it's coming right off. So give it a little bit of time is definitely a tip I will give you. I'm gonna go up to the 14 now. And then the number beside it is the length, by the way. If you're not sure what that means, we're gonna do a 14 right here. And these are really pretty. I like the style. You can get different styles, thicknesses and different like wispier, that kind of thing, which I really like. We're gonna do another 14, and then we'll finish off with 16s. I'm liking this so far. It's giving a really nice look, and it does kind of look like lash extensions because you're able to apply them really nice to the actual base of the lash. Because I find that with strip lashes, because it's all one piece, sometimes it's hard to get it right close to the lashes all the way through. So this is it's maybe a little bit more work because you're having to place more than one, but I find it's easier in the long run because you're not worrying about getting it right in the inner corner, because you can apply one small one right in the inner corner and then it's there. I find when it's all one piece, sometimes it doesn't stick as nicely and as close to the base of the lashes all the way across. So these are really actually turning out beautifully. Now let's do a 16 millimeter. And if you get some glue on your tweezers, it can make it more difficult to actually place the lash because it's going to stick to the lash. So make sure your tweezers are clean, or you can use your fingers if you don't have tweezers. And then another 16. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same on the other eye, and then I will come back and kind of squeeze, make sure everything's placed properly, and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so this is with both of them applied. With the second one, I had a little bit of trouble, like I would place it, and then because I had glue on my tweezers, it would pull off. So a little tip is have some alcohol swabs or rubbing alcohol or even makeup remover, and just clean it in between if you get any glue, because that can make things a lot more frustrating and a lot more difficult for you. And then also my other tip is make sure you apply a little bit of glue a bit at a time, you know, place it on the eye and on the lash, because I find it helps kind of keep things placed. And then now that this one's fully dried, let's go ahead and make sure everything is placed. See, my tweezer's sticking a bit. I don't want to pull the lash off. I almost might use my fingers. Glue is still a little bit sticky. I just pulled one off. Yeah, you want to be careful when you're squeezing them together, because every time I do it, I'm pulling one off. So just be really careful when you do that as well. I almost think I will just leave them. I'm actually quite impressed with the look of these. They look really natural, and I like that I was able to shape them how I wanted to. You know, you don't have to go as long as I did. You don't have to do the cat eye shape. You could even end with a shorter one, create more of a doll eye look. And I find that the band is completely invisible because you're able to place each individual one right next to the lash. I can see myself definitely using these. I also got these ones here, which are very similar idea, just a bit of a different style. They're actually very similar, maybe just a little bit darker, but like pretty much the same. But these are another little pack here. So there's both packs, which I'm like really actually quite impressed, and I could see myself actually purchasing these, especially if I can reuse them, because I love that I can kind of make my own strip lash, and I can also, you know, place it right next to the, you know, base of the lash, so it's completely invisible. That's my biggest issue with strip lashes, is I find it's difficult to get right next to the lash, and therefore it typically is more noticeable that you're wearing strip lashes. These do look a little bit more like lash extensions, and they look really, really pretty. I'm obsessed actually. So this is the finished look. A bit of a learning curve in the sense that like you have to go in multiple times, so there may be a bit of a learning curve for you as well, how to place it without lifting the other ones. So you kind of want to just get the hang of placing it and then leave it to dry and pinch with your fingers really, really gently. And maybe don't get too close to the base because you could lift off one of the lashes. But overall, all learning curves aside, I'm really impressed with these. Thank you so much, Golly, for sending me these. I definitely can see myself continuing to use them. And I do genuinely recommend these. This video was not sponsored. I was just gifted these. This is my complete and honest opinion. So I definitely recommend these to you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.